Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And by popular demand, I'm at the montage today for you guys. Mom yoga. Sorry it's taking me so long to get back here this year, guys. Got busy, can I say? But I have difficult news to share with you. So before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Today we have a sponsor, the one and only Patriot Gold. And, let's get right into it. I have difficult news for you. That's not from Dan. Dan's living the dream right now. This is from Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. He just announced layoffs of 12,000 people. 12,000 people, guys. So these poor people are losing their jobs. The tech sector has been an absolute bloodbath this year. And it's absolutely been hit really hard. And these poor people at Google, they got a letter sent to them saying, hey, we've had difficult times. Right now, we have gone out and done massive hiring during 2020, and now it caught up with us. We don't have the reasons for expansion that we have. We see the difficulties in the economy. They're making less money. They're paying less money, and they have to cut back now. But please understand this, guys. This is not, fry cooks. This is not baristas. This is tech people that make a tremendous amount of money, have stock options, and have a life, and there's 10,000 people that are losing their job right now. That is tragic, guys. There's no way else to put that. Now, the crazy thing about this is that this is the beginning, guys. Since 2023 started, okay? Guys, think about this. There's been over 40,000 layoffs in the tech sector and growing. I get these articles, put them together, and there's more. So Microsoft has got a ton. Meta's got a ton. Think about this. Capital One, their tech sector, 1,100 people this week are getting laid off. Okay, Vox, that company, done. WeWork, who knew they were even open still? 300 people are getting laid off there. Just gets worse, guys. Wayfair, which tech and Wayfair, kind of funny when you think about that. So tech and Wayfair, they're laying off 1,000 people at Wayfair. So this gets to be disturbing, guys. It really does. It's a beautiful day out here in California. It rained a bunch. Everything's green. It's just nice. It's nice. It's really nice. So share your thoughts on this stuff so far. Let me know what you think. Have you been laid off? I think people are going through a real renaissance right now on what they're going to do that's going to be different and different to work right now. I have someone that, here's something I do. I've told you guys this before if you follow the channel, and that is, it is really valuable to sit down with an expert, talk about what they do, what they know, and, just pick their brain. And I have a future relative that's joining the family, and he is a CFO who's been CFO of public companies in the past, and I really wanted his input on stuff I'm working on with the stock and with the sale and everything that we're doing for me. So I really wanted his input that wasn't lawyer-based or me writing a check for. So I really got to pick this guy's brain and get all the down and dirty on everything, and it was amazing. Now, the thing about this guy is that this guy is done doing this. Young dude, 30 years old, finished. I don't want to do finance anymore like this, Dan. I want to do something different. So he always wanted to be a professional golfer, and that dream has since passed. But he's never going to make it on the PGA, which is fine, and he understands that. But what he also wants to do is set up a golf school and golf academy over making the hundreds of thousands of dollars a year that he did. Now, that's his choice. That's the life that he wants to do. But that's where people are at right now. People are fed up. People are fed up with working. And you can sit there and say a 30-year-old guy hasn't really worked much, Dan. He hasn't seen it all. He hasn't, and I agree with you in that part. But I also understand, when do you follow your dream? When do you do it? When do you don't do it? So let me know, guys. But it was great to get his expertise on this and get the input on all of that. So, see how beautiful this is? Look at that. There's that, and then you look over, and there's that, and the tide's really in today, so it's nice. You got a lot of waves and stuff crashing around. So, the other thing is insanity. We live in Insanoville, and I want you to think about this. Beetlejuice, the mayor of Chicago, just stepped forward, and that dude said, listen to this, okay? Do not carry cash with you. You're running the risk that you're going to get robbed. That's what the mayor of Chicago said. Why anybody would vote for this person, ever? I mean, the fact that people voted for that person, you're insane. Talking about destroying a city, talking about destroying a community, talking about making something unsafe and undesirable to where crime is the number one thing there. Look at all the companies that have left Chicago in the last year. And there's more leaving, guys. I know trade shows that are getting canceled from there because they don't want people to fly in and get robbed. But the mayor, sits there and says, don't carry cash. How insane is that? And the police are overwhelmed. There's not enough police. It's just absolutely off. Now, step forward to Walgreens. Walgreens, the store chain in New York, has 1,000 stores in the Big Apple. Okay, that's what they say. And they, what's that? Dwayne Reed. What's that other store? Anyways, I've just been in New York a couple times. Anyways, they are in the position right now that they're getting robbed so much that they're taking essentials. Toothpaste has to be under lock and key. Hairspray has to be under lock and key. Feminine deodorant. I mean, it's crazy what they have to lock up right now. And you're seeing this more and more and more. There's a great article below about this, about how bad it's gotten with crime and retail crime. So Walgreens steps forward, and people say, hey, I'm really sick of seeing the crime when I walk in or pay for things and people are just shoving stuff in their pockets. You have security guards that need to do something. Security guards are deterrents now. They're not there to stop crime. They're there just to deter you. Well, if they're not doing anything, you've seen security guards that you laugh at and you sit there and say, oh, what's this guy doing? Oh, he's on his phone right now. Well, imagine that. That's what they're doing right now. So it's crazy, guys. You're seeing more and more retail crime like we've never seen in our lifetimes. And you're seeing things like spam. Spam is getting under lock and key right now. More and more places, I want you to think about how stupid this is. Walmart, if you go to the electronics department and you buy something small from the electronics department, they want you to pay for it in the electronics department. That's fine, right? Okay, that's the rule. I'll do it here. We don't have any bags. You just got to carry it out. Okay, so if somebody doesn't talk to you and you have something in your hand, you've stolen it, right? I mean, you walk out with it. So these people know that, and they're stealing small things, earbuds and charging devices and things like that from Walgreens, and it's only getting worse. So this is getting old, guys. It's getting old that we're living in a society where it's difficult enough to be in business. It really is. Making money, trying to make a profit, and then what you're doing is you're trying to live through that. Oh, look at the bunny. There's a bunny right there. That's nice to see everything rain and all the animals come out that will be food for the coyotes later. It's fun. Okay, so you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, share your thoughts on this. It's just getting worse. You're seeing more and more stores close because of the massive amounts of crime. And it's just a beautiful day. We're supposed to have 7 days without rain. The beauty of that is all the hills around here will turn green over the next 10 days. And then it'll become fire season at the end of the year, and they'll all burn again. So we got that to look forward to. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. And the layoffs. Have you been a victim of a layoff? Because one thing I forgot to say with Google was Google is giving people 16 weeks pay. They're going to give you health insurance for 6 months, which is nice. That's nice. Now, for every year that you worked at Google, if you are one of the people that gets laid off, you get an additional 2 weeks of severance pay. So that's good, I guess, but the problem is people get laid off. And I just heard from a friend, she was telling me about her ex-husband got laid off, and I don't want to work again. Just going to live on the money. And it's such a bad decision, man. Go get another job right now. Well, you can get a job right now, because there's going to be a point in time, if Dan is 25% right, this is going to get so bad, that you're not going to have opportunities out there. And I understand people wanting to follow their dreams and things like that. And, the guy's school and stuff that he's working on is totally getting set up and making money and things like that right now. But, what would you do? Okay, would you give up on that stuff and do that? See, think about all these people. What are they paying out here to be here? Okay? Not 75, 80 people here. I mean, it's been bigger before, and people always count it out because there's degenerates that sit there and go, oh my God, I counted 64 people, Dan. Okay, freeze frame much? Anyways, share your thoughts, guys. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Let's be realistic. These are perilous times right now when it comes to the economy, and you need to protect your money. And one thing you need to do is you need to look at safe haven assets like precious metals. And the best way to do that is to get an IRA or 401k that's backed by gold or silver. And you can call Patriot Gold today, 888-330-1431, and they will give you a free investor guide. It's absolutely no obligation to find out, but do yourself a favor and call them before it's too late. Look at what billionaire investors are doing. Look at what central banks are doing. Look at what other countries are doing, and that's buying gold right now. It is anticipated that silver could go as high as $30 an ounce this year, and you don't want to miss out on that. So you need to get yourself an IRA or 401k that's backed by physical metals. Call Patriot Gold today, 888-330-1431. Let them know that iAllegedly sent you. If you have an existing IRA or 401k, they can even transfer it over without any tax liability. Contact them today before it's too late. Look at the link below. Contact Patriot Gold. It's absolutely a beautiful day out here. And one thing that is very cool is the tide's in so much that the beach is gone on the north side of the Montage. Just completely disappeared out here. But still, guys, for the price of parking, guys, this place is amazing to come out to. Now, a couple things. Regal Cinemas, they just announced that they're closing another 39 theaters. 39. A few here in Southern California. No matter what James Cameron says that theaters are back, they're not back. People aren't going to the movies. People are sick of Hollywood, and they're sick of the expense of all this stuff. FTX, the bankruptcy for FTX, it was just announced by the new CEO, John Ray, who, again, John Ray is the new appointed CEO by the bankruptcy court to run FTX. He is the new CEO, and he is the same guy that ran the bankruptcy at Enron, and he said that this is just much worse, but they just found from, when I get the Silvergate Bank, they just found $700 million. So there's going to be some money to pay people back, but man, talking about it, just a criminal enterprise that this thing was, and how there was just money thrown all over the place. It is absolutely amazing. But $700 million was found from that. Genesis, the other crypto exchange, they filed for bankruptcy this week. And you're starting to see all these different places have issues right now. One thing that's fascinating is you're starting to see other crypto exchanges go down, and Cardano was going to bail out CoinDesk for $200 million, and they're saying it's overpriced. It's too expensive to do this right now. So Guys, the idea of having your money on these exchanges is just not safe. And I mean, people write me, Bitcoin's the future, Dan. Bitcoin's the future. La la la. Okay, great. But where is it safe, guys? Where is it safe? Where is the money safe? And I just don't know where right now. Silver, great article below that silver could hit $30 an ounce. Guys, that's incredible. If it goes that high, that's some serious, I mean, talk about serious profit that you'd make, but you're going to see metals have a renaissance. You're going to see them take off, and, spend some time, do your own research, but look at this stuff, because I really think that gold and silver are about to spike in a big, big way. One thing that's nice about coming down to the montage is just how beautiful this place is. Okay, here you've got the tide has come in an absolute ton. The beach is completely washed out. There is no beach down there, guys. That's the beach that you guys have seen me walk on dozens of times, and it's gone right now. But look at how blue that water is right now. Isn't that amazing? It's like Hawaii. So this is just stunning. It's absolutely amazing. Tide pools are getting overrun with waves, but beautiful. And like people say, hey, the tide comes in, tide goes out twice a day, Dan. It happens all the time. It's amazing to see it in this far. So just wanted to show this to you guys before I head up the hill. One thing that's fascinating about the tech sector is how come you don't hear about Apple laying people off? And I found a great article from Tim Cook where he said, well, we do things differently here. We just don't do, mass hiring, and we hire people that are project-based. And if we have a new plan, we lay it out and they get their contracts, and that's how they do it, which is pretty amazing when you think about that, because Apple's going to skate through this. Now, there may be layoffs coming soon from Apple, but it's pretty fascinating to hear this, reason as to why they're not having the massive layoffs. You're also seeing real estate prices. It depends on who you ask. You're seeing things drop in a way that we've never seen in years. Since 2008, you're seeing massive drops in real estate prices. Okay? The other thing is there's experts out there that are saying, hey, listen, we're going to see interest rates continue to rise, and people need to, understand that. Got to think about this, guys. If you're not getting the tax deduction, the average house here in Southern California is basically $700,000. It's too expensive to buy the average house. It really is. When do you just say no? I'm going to go rent someplace. I was talking to Scott Walters the other day, and he's got a real estate channel here, and just we're going through how crazy it is, and nobody does the math. Nobody sits there and says, if I put 20% down, what does this house rent for? Oh, I'm upside down $2,500 from my payment to the rent. You guys are crazy, because you're going to see a downturn. Buy all the houses you want. Get in debt. My brother called me this morning to tell me about some stuff in Riverside County where you're starting to see houses get liquidated by D.R. Horton, and they're having bonus days and discount prices and specials. This is only good for 10 days. He said, I got a kick out of this house because the sale price is only good for 10 days. And it's still, 2 weeks later, it's the sign's still out there because nobody's buying the discounted house. Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers is at it again, saying that we're going to face a 1970s crisis with the finances and big problems ahead if we do not curb the interest rate and fix the inflationary problem. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, wishing, nothing gets fixed. Again, people don't want to deal with the reality of where we're at right now. And the mainstream media is finally talking about how there could be food shortages. Great story below about that. And you need to look at this because it's serious right now. Stock up. I had friends at my house the other day showing them hey, this is where you guys will go if when the S hits the fan. And they're like, wow, this is crazy. And they were joking and making laughs about it. And then as they're sitting there, they go, I don't have enough stuff in my house. Okay, so the jokes kind of ended kind of quickly. So share your thoughts on that stuff if you've stocked up. Couple of TikToks that are below for you guys to look at. One of them is from an egg farmer talking about how outrageous it is that the farmers are being blamed for egg prices when the stores are jacking it up the prices and playing games with paying the farmers. And the farmers want to get paid what they're worth. Everything has gone up. The labor's gone up. The grain has gone up. The insurance has gone up. The fuel has gone up. Every aspect of running a chicken farm has gone up, and these store chains are refusing to pay more money, but they're charging you more money. That's why you're seeing $10 a dozen eggs. It's insanity right now. And take a look at the TikTok below, because that guy would be worth having on the show someday. I'm sick of politics lately. I really am. Just tired of it. And tired of politics with everything right now. Janet Yellen just announced, the Treasury Secretary, that we have a big problem. We need to cut off paying for two different pension funds, the civil service workers and the postal workers, because of the debt ceiling. I'm telling you guys, this is just politics, and it sucks. And it's ridiculous to sit there and say that you're not going to get through this because you've got to borrow more money to get through the week. We can't run our household if I don't get a bigger credit line from Visa. Imagine saying that to Visa. They'd say, no, you're a bad credit risk. The United States right now is a bad credit risk, guys. So share your thoughts on this. And then I get people that say, you don't understand finances, Dan. They've done this forever. It doesn't matter if they've done it forever. I know idiots that are in their 50s that have no money. I mean, I'm talking if they don't get the next check, they're broke, they're done, they're going to shut the light bill off, and it's finished. Those people, that's okay. That's how they live their entire life. No. At some point, you got to put the brakes on things and try to get your finances in order and not spend money, not go out, do things. Okay? So share your thoughts on that one. France right now, 1 million people took to the streets because they wanted to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64 years. And people are furious over that. So crazy, guys. And nobody wants to work right now. So that's what we're experiencing. Pharma Bro, remember that guy, Martin Shkreli? Pharma Bro is under some serious trouble with the courts again because he's refusing to pay his $65 million fine right now, which again, I can't imagine spending 8 years in prison, whatever, 6 years in prison, whatever he did, and just having, 65 million bucks laying around. So they're all over him for that. And the final thing is there was a great study that said that men that take Viagra live longer and happier lives. Duh. Okay, so just it's known if you take it, much happier lives. That's like my 14th one today, guys. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take your Viagra. If they want to sponsor, I will hook you up with my agent. And I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to email me, hello@iAllegedly. Don't I look happier? Okay, look at that. 14 of those, guys. Anyways, so share your thoughts if that makes you happier. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.